mo ko, anak. At sana sa gagawin mong pagpapatawad sa akin, magkaroon sana tayo lahat ng katahimikan.
On the big screen, Rosalind Shaw was the cool and calculating villainess audiences love to hate. Hers were the roles that commanded both fear and respect. Yet this actress, TV personality, and multi-awarded humanitarian has nothing but the biggest heart for the people she has committed to serve and the cause she has chosen as a lifetime mission. Tonight, we will take a closer look at the illustrious career and admirable life of a woman whose gone to be the image has inspired me in more ways than one. This is Jean Garcia, welcoming you to Persona. Born Florence Bannon on October 16, 1931, this young girl of French, Egyptian, and Filipino descent was a graduate of Business Administration, the Cosmopolitan College, and the Dale Carnegie School of Public Speaking. But at the early age of 15, she was spotted across the street by a producer eager to develop a new movie star. Tell us about your childhood.
If I tell you about my childhood, basta I could say that I had a very, very happy childhood. I had a wonderful mother, and I had 2 brothers and 4 sisters, and we were very, very close. Basta maganda aking childhood. It was a happy one.
Tita, sino po yung mga major influences niya? Kumbaga yung role model niya?
My mother. And yung bang, you know what was so nice? Bang nakikinig ako. Di ba siyempre ang mga bata usually, I mean, when your parents tell you to do something, you rebel. Pero siya hindi. She was not that way. Basta,
You're very lucky.
Yes. I think I was very lucky to have a mother like her. Siya nagturo sa akin kung paano how to take care of my money, how to think of tomorrow, that it's not just for today. Siya nagturo sa akin na, you make so much gastusin mo, pagkatapos ang iba naman itirang mo, at tatandaan mo na, there are trials in life, but talagang ganun ang buhay, pag may dilim, may liwanag, yung ganun. So to me, it was my mother. Siya aking role model talaga.
Hindi nung bata pa kayo, gusto niyo ba talagang maging artista?
Hindi. Hindi ko
Anong
inisip yun.
gusto niyo noon?
Well, I'll tell you what, nung ako'y bata pa, in fact, a lot of people wouldn't believe, I was a track and field player sa Arellano High School.
Dito sa biis mo yan?
Oo.
Sobrang petit,
sobrang
social.
Yes, nung bata pa ako. But then, alam mo, mas bata ako. Kaya kung minsan nga nakikita ko nga itong mga apo ko, kaya itong mga kabataan, no? Basta, kung napapakialamera ako, like, I became a secretary. I think I was only 16. I was working, like, Japanese time. I was working in a radio station. Yung mga ganun. And naging artista ako nung makita ako they were shooting Fort Santiago at the time.
And how old are you then?
Siguro, less than 15. Less than 15, yes. But I was built, no? I mean, I was, hindi ako mukhang 16.
So, paano po kayo na-discover?
Naglalakad ako, tapos lumapit sa akin, gusto ko rin bang mag-extra. Ano ka akong extra? Sabi ko gano'n. We're filming Fort Santiago, sabi sa akin.
So, nag-umpisa kayo sa film, hindi sa television?
Film talaga. Wala pang TV nun eh. Wala pa. Dumating ang TV, yung panahon mo na lang. Yung panahon ko wala pa. Oo. So, yun, pagkatapos nagustuhan daw ng mga tao, sabi gano'n, during this premiere night of Fort Santiago, then I was offered the role of Kamagong. Tapos, yun, ang role ko ng kontrabida ako.
Na ang kasama niyo po si
Lilia Dizon and then Leopoldo Salcedo. And after that, mga ganun role.
Kumusta po yung tita yung paggawa niyo ng movie for the very first time? Kamusta? How was it?
Well,
ano ba? Nakakakaba? Or
Hindi.
po ba kayo?
Hindi naman.
So, tita, yung Rosa Rosal po, how did you get that scene?
Okay. My real name is Florence Danon. At that time, hindi pwede. Hindi kamukha ngayon pwede.
Danon?
Danon. It's a French name. I'm French-Egyptian, Filipino.
Wow.
My father is a French Egyptian and my mother is Filipina, no? So ngayon, Luis Nolasco didn't like the name Florence Danon, no? And there's too foreign. So nagkaroon siya ng contest na, give a name to a new star. Walang makita, hindi niya gusto. And then one night, there was dinner for Hollywood producer, Sidney Starcourt. I never forget his name. But there were flowers there on the table, and there was, roses and rosal. So I took a look at it, and I said, "Oh, how nice! We have a rose and a rosal." So he looked at me like that and said, "That's your name," and that's it.
So
Kaya,
doon na nakuha yun.
doon na nakuha yun.
For 7 years, she hosted a talent show called The Tanduay Hour. Her first lead role came as an exclusive talent of LVN Pictures. Sonny Boy won her a FAMAS Award, the trophy of which, coincidentally, was originally designed in her likeness. So after Tita Camagong, anong susunod?
I did movies for LVN, pero nag-freelance muna ako noon. I work also with Premier. I think I did 1 or 2 movies. But then afterwards, I was already a contract star.
Tapos nanalo po kayo ng Best Actor.
Yes, first of all, I got into the movies,
Queen of Philippine movies.
A Queen of Philippine movies. I told my mother that. Alam mo kung bakit? Because in that 1 year, there was only one theater. There was only, I think, the Lisay Theater at the time. I was working with Nolasco. I was working with Premier. I was working for LVN. So for 1 year, wala sila nakita kundi puro pelikula ni Rosa Rizal. So in 1 year, talagang kilala na ako. And I did a lot of...
So that's fast, Tita.
Yes.
And you're 15.
Yeah, 15. Then I, was getting to 16. But I did a lot of controversial things. I mean, alimbawa, kasi noon wala kaming manager, wala kaming, wala kaming our own PR. So, ewan ko kung bakit gano'n. Basta pagka tag-ulan, pagka umuulan, naka-backless ako. Pagka mainit na mainit, naka-turtleneck ako.
So, magkita ka na talaga, Tita?
Oo. And I was in the papers every day. Yes, oo. Kaya nakilala nila ako agad. And that's the reason why I told my mommy, "Mommy, I'm going to be the next movie queen." Sabi niya, "Huwag kang mayabang. Isang taong ka pa lang sa talaga." Yes, that's why I made it. And I made it. That's it.
Talaga pag meron kang gusto, no, Tita?
Oo.
Pag gusto mo at mahal mo ginagawa mo at may tiwala ka sa sarili mo, magiging successful
Totoo.
ka, no? Tapos, Tita, your first lead role landed you a FAMAS Award in 1952.
Sunny Boy. And I'd like you to know,
Tell us
let's talk about, okay, let me tell you first about FAMAS. I'd like you to know that the statuette, ako yun.
Talaga?
Yes. Oo, ako yun. Because I sat on the board of the FAMAS, okay? So, ang kasama ko noon sila Jaime de la Rosa, and I'd like everyone to know that actually FAMAS came from Jaime de la Rosa. Primero sabi niya he wanted Spain. Tapos hindi mo pwedeng Spain, sabi niya FAMA. And then, of course, the other members of the board started saying FAMAS. Okay, so we made FAMAS. Then nilapitan ko ngayon ang Kodak Philippines. Even at that time, charity na kagad ako na sabi ko sa Kodak, pwede ba ka ako nag-uumpisa lang naman itong award na ito, pwede ba ka akong gano'n na, kayo na ang gumawa ng statuette. Paano ba yung statuette? Sabi niya gano'n. So what I did, and actually I portrait, it's such a pity I don't have the picture anymore. Ako yung nakahawak na gano'n, mahaba ang buhok ko.
Yeah, exactly.
And I had a 22-inch waistline. Kaya yun. Ako yun.
Ayun pala, hindi ko alam yun.
Hindi kaya nga. Bata ka. Oo, bata. Baka hindi ka pa pinanganganak noon.
Ano ba yun? Rosa Rosal's career continued to flourish with a string of films from LVN, often portraying her as a stubborn, scheming, and provocative woman who stopped at nothing to get what she wants. This became her acting trademark, and no one from her peers came even close to her remarkable style in playing an on-screen villainess. She portrayed it with such grace and elegance that movie producers would always make her the top choice for every role that required a contrabida.
At that time, she was the best. Because, she would play her part even sa labas. She was considered the femme fatale of that era. Makita mo sa labas siya, ang bihis na bihis, yung damit, masikip, high heels. fully made up.
Ever since the 50s, she was really professional. She's the type na she comes already with her dialogue, makeup and all. Fully made up yan palagi.
Ang napankan ko was Biyaya ng Lupa, Emil Antones. Yun. But I have yet to see it, Anak Dalita, which a lot of people rave about. Sakada is another one. I remember that, oo. And she was also very good. Pag-usapan natin dito ito, kailangan malaman ko to. Dahil ngayon po, kontrabida.
Oo, nakita ko. You're great.
So, gusto ko pong malaman, paano, ano yun, tita, nung in-offer sa inyo na magiging kontrabida kayo, pumayag kayo ka?
Kagad, I like it because it's more challenging.
So, sa bida at sa kontrabida, mas gusto mong maging kontrabida?
Oo. At the time, mas gusto ko, let's be all that you have. Right now, wow, you're great. I'd like you to know that. At anong pangalan ko? Kasi sa pelikula, hindi ba yung mga leading ladies, siyempre sweet, quiet lang. Samantalang kontrabida, pwede kang magdamit ng sexy, pwede kang pakita mo part of your book.
Mas challenging.
Yes, that's right. Oo. Ano lang katwiran ko na, you got it, you show it.
You got it, you show it, exactly.
Persona will be right back.
Pakiramdam ko, malapit na may bigay siya kong bahay.
Kahit maliit lang. Gusto mo, buong buhay, rentahan natin to, basta masaya tayo. Now.
Rosa Rizal is at the top of her form and enjoying nationwide success as the most popular and sought-after female contrabida in the movie. The millions of fans were always eagerly awaiting for her upcoming film, and were left guessing who would be the next leading man she would be with.
As an artist, she is a true artist. I mean, she takes it seriously. She always took it seriously. And, well, of course, in LBN, all of us took it seriously. Wala yung kumisan bakit mas malaki ang role nun? Wala. Basta what is given to us, we play.
Of course, the roles then were mostly contrabidas, no? And actually, one thing about this girl, she doesn't go out at night. But then, ang labas na dyan, medyo chippy-chippy palagi, no? And she doesn't smoke. But when she holds a cigarette at saka nag-aarte, alam mo, totoo, she doesn't smoke. She doesn't go out at night. You can count her friends in one hand. Yung talagang ano niya, no? She's really not the sociable type, not the social butterfly, like us.
I have yet to see a person like her. Kaya yung pagiging mataray niya, actually, mataray siya in the sense na parang, yun nga, sabi ko nga, don't mess around with me. At saka disiplinado siya. Pag sinabi niyang ganun, ganun talaga. Yun. So, yung pagiging mataray, hindi naman siya masungit na tao or maano lang siya, disiplinado lang talaga. But fate would have bigger plans for this actress, whose cinematic legacy would prove to be just around the corner. She would star in 3 important films: Anak Dalita, Bajao, and Biyaya ng Lupa. All of his films would go on to receive awards in various international festivals, and for Rosa, more acclaim that she could ever imagine. Tita, you were personally chosen to play the role of a prostitute with the heart of gold in Anak Dalita.
Yes, that's right. No, bagay doon na nga nagbida na ako. Kumbaga sabi ko sa boss ko, si Manny De Leon, it's about time. Ayoko na magkontrabida. Magmamabait na ako ngayon. So, binigay sa akin ngayon ng Sunny Boy.
So, after ng mga kontrabida roles mo, ito na yung Anak Dalita.
Hindi, kaya muna, Sunny Boy muna.
Sunny Boy muna.
Okay. So, that's where I won my
Your best
Fama
actress.
Best actress. And then afterwards, afterwards, LBN decided to enter the film festival. At the time, it was being held in different parts of Asia. So, ang ginawa, ang binigay sa akin yung role, Anak Dalita was, walk-in sa akin yun because it was a sexy role. I played the role of a prostitute. So, kumbaga sorry, okay.
Nagkising na ba nun?
Ha?
Yung mga kissing?
Oo. Nagkising kami ni Tony Santos.
How old were you then?
Well, that was already in the 50s. Siguro on my 20s na ako at that time. Oo.
So, okay.
But then, working with Tony Santos is this way. He's a great actor. Pero ang tipo niyan, mapagnakaw na eksena. Ganun siya. So, I talked to him. Sabi ko, Tony, alam mo, ito team tayo rito. Huwag mo ko nanakawan ng eksena dahil hindi mo ko kaya. Dahil pag ninakawan mo ko, nanakawan kita, sabi kong gano'n, masisira tayong dalawa.
Yes,
Now,
exactly. Totoo yan.
Magkwan tayo, magbigayan tayo. Pag eksena ko, akin. Pag iyo. And do you know when it was shown in Hong Kong for the film festival, the jurors knew right away it was going to be the best picture. And it was
So,
shown to
napalabas din sa Hong Kong itong Anak Dalita?
Yes. It won the best picture in Southeast Asia Film Festival. And I'd like you to know that because of that, the president at the time was President Magsaysay. He sent me a telegram in Hong Kong. And if I'm not mistaken, up to now, I think I'm the only actor that has a presidential award for acting, which was given to me by President Magsaysay. At hindi ako pumunta sa Malacanang. Pumunta siya sa LBN at hindi niya inabot sa akin ang aking citation. And then after that, pasok na naman ang LBN. So, Bajau. My role there was also, it was ang glamour. Sabi sa akin ni Manny De Leon, hindi mo kaya ito. Sabi niya, oo. Hindi mo type ito, sexy ka, ganun. Ang role mo rito, sabi niya, you'll be tausog, muro ka, ganun. Sabi ko, pag artista ka, kaya mo.
Yes.
Di ba?
Sabi silent, Jeffrey.
Oo. Buntis ka rito. Basta magbubuntis ako. So, nanalo rin yun sa Berlin Festival. At kinunan ako ng, at the time, hindi ko alam kung paano manganak. Pero dahil artista ka, may nasusunod.
Nag-research po kayo? Nag-research ba kayo kung paano manganak or ano?
Oo naman, oo. Dahil at the time, I was already with the Red Cross at the time. So, nandoon na yun. People don't realize that actually, ang pag-artista ko at ang Red Cross work ko, halos magkasabayan. Ganon. So, alam ko na. So, pinunan ako ng...
So, ganun kang kabisi, pero napapagkama.
Yes. At pinunan ako na yung hanggang sa I was in labor, hanggang sa nanganak ako, ganoon. And that film also won, as I said, in the Berlin Film Festival.
Na directed by Lambert Abellana.
Itong dalawa.
So, Anak Dalita and Bajau.
Oo. Pagkatapos nun, sabi sa akin ni Manny De Leon, sunod-sunod nito, sabi sa akin, I'm going to have another one, sabi niya gano'n. Pero hindi ikaw. I was only, I think, about 26 years old at that time. I had to play the role of a 60-year-old woman. Na ang anak ko rin, si Leroy Salvador, na matanda pa sa akin.
Paano ginawa sa'yo nag-prosthetics kayo?
Hindi naman. Basta, ang role ko, matanda ang itsura ko, Leroy Excel. At saka talagang, kung ano man yung role ko, whatever my role is, pagdating ko sa set, hindi na ako si Rosa Rosal. Yun na
so,
ako.
sinasapian ka na ng kaluluwa ng role na
nung
nasa script.
Yes. So, ayaw bigay sa akin ni Manny De Leon. Sabi niya sa akin, hindi para siya. Ano ako? You give me a screen test. Nag-screen test ako ngayon.
Ito yung biyaya ng
lupa. At pagkatapos, makita niya, na kaya ko, gave it to me. And for me, that's one of my best movies.
It was also during this time that she forged close relationships with co-workers in the business. And not too long after, she would also meet the man that would be her husband.
She's a good friend. And she's really, you learn to rely on her on many things. And we will talk to each other. She knows my story, life story. I know her life story mostly,
I had a very, very unfortunate marriage. In fact, I don't even want to talk about it, but it's part of life. I mean, I think the reason why the Lord, kumbaga ko, ang ginawa lang ni Lord sa akin, sinabayan niya ako mag-asawa. para akong magkaanak na maging inspirasyon ko sa buhay. Because it was a short-lived marriage. It only lasted 5 days. You know, he left me on my honeymoon. And I think he didn't realize that I was a big name here. And he couldn't take that. He was an egoist. And that's it. And then, ang nakaramay ko na naman, ang mami ko. And I couldn't understand how it happened, how it could happen to me. But then sabi ng mami ko sa akin, hindi bali anak. Sabi niya ganun, malalampasan mo lahat yan. I think na, I had a honeymoon baby. It was a hard pregnancy to me. But when I gave birth, katulong ko mami ko, na nagpalaki ko sa
I loved her mother very much. And you make me cry. And we were together here in San Juan. And Rose has been a listening friend for my heartache and sorrow and tears. She was there. She's always been there. And she's not the type to say na, oh, sige, lumabas ka. Ito yung sabi, no. Pangaralan ka niyan. She would tell you, well, you know, it's having loaf of bread is better than none. And you just get to think of it, oh nga naman, why do I keep on complaining and all of that? She's a good friend.
In the 60s, Rosa Rosal took time off from movies and tried her luck in an emerging and very promising medium, television.
We had an award then. It was called CAT, CAT Award. This was before itong mga awards natin dito. And I won as Best Actress. At that time, hindi yun for single performance. Basta I was acclaimed Best Actress. And the reason for that was because yung aking role sa Balintataw, you know, this is a TV show. Walang permanenteng star dito, pa-iba-iba. And the other one was directed by Lupita Concho. At ang role ko ron, I was an illiterate labandera. Na nabuntis ako na isang...
Hindi labandera ka sa...
Oo, labandera.
Parang hindi yata bagay
Ay, naku, you should see me.
Talaga?
Oo, without...
Go with the face and
Oo.
Pwede ka maging labandera.
Pwede.
Parang ayoko siyang paniwalaan.
Ay, naku, sana mapanood mo. At saka isa pa yun, illiterate.
TV yan.
No, read, no write.
That's TV. That's for television.
Ngayon, pagkatapos, I also did another role naman with Mario O'Hara, na ang role ko naman doon, the aging movie actress. Yung mga matanda na ako, hindi ko matanggap na matanda na ako. Nagkaroon ngayon ng festival, ang Balintataw. Eh, it so happened, ang napili nila, for 2 hours ito. Yung aking, the first one was my being illiterate labandera, the other one was an aging movie actress. So, kasama, I'll never forget that. In fact, the awarding was held at the Silam Auditorium. Katabi ko si Rita Gomez. So, it was announced pala, Best Actress is Rosa Rosal. So, bigla nag-focus sa akin ng mga ilaw, gano'n. Sabi sa akin ni Rita Gomez, Hoy, ikaw yun, nanalo.
Hindi mo napansin, Rita?
At saka sabi ko, paano ako mananalo? Wala naman akong sarili kong TV. Ayun pala, it was because of that. And there were, of course, you know, in this business, alam mo namang maraming mga Cheche Burete, and there was a TV host at the time na kept on complaining. How can she win the award? Sabi niya gano'n.
So may mga ganun pang intriga.
Oo.
So ano tita, feeling mo? Dead makala?
Hindi. Ang sagot ko sa kala, well, you can start meowing. I got this trophy in my house.
I'm sorry.
Oo. Doon ko nakita, doon ko na-realize, wow, ganito pala. Ang dito pala ito important. Sabi ko gano'n. So yun. From that time on, I dedicated my life.
Persona will be right back.